Hello, my fellow YouTubers. So, this week was kind of interesting. It's really strange how luck goes about finding people, but my first pickups of the week happened at a thrift store that was located downtown Salt Lake, and there's a lot of poor people in the near vicinity of this thrift store, so I don't really expect to find anything. I looked around the electronic shelf, there was nothing. I checked the movie section because sometimes they put, Fox Genesis games with the VHSs. There was nothing. So I go to the book section and decide maybe I'll find some strategy guides. Looking around the book section, I turn around, look at another shelf, and staring me straight in the face were these pretty blue-spined, long jewel cases. And sure enough, it was a stack of Sega CD games. My stomach kind of jumped up for a moment, and I quickly grabbed them all. So I got all these at $2 a piece, and they just barely came out that day, shortly before I found them, because the guy that was unloading stuff just put these out from the cart he was unloading books from. I don't know why they're in the book section, but yeah, so these things were staring me in the face. Midnight Raiders for $2. All these are complete with the manual and the case in pretty good shape, except for one game's not completed. I'll show you that one in a moment. Actually, this is the one that's not complete. Midnight Raiders. This one had in it a sewer shark desk, unfortunately. But so I got Midnight Raiders case of sewer shark. Star Wars Rebel Assault, some sports games, NHL 94, and Joe Montana's football. This game I found out is actually really rare. Mad Dog 2, The Lost Gold, and it's hardly ever up on eBay. Last month it was up for $65 with 5 bids. So the whole plot I get from reading this is you can use the gun controller, and you go around and you shoot like Indians and Mexican bandits and stuff like that. So it looks kind of interesting. Mad Dog 2. Silpede, some shooter that's like semi 3D. Space Ace. Looks real cartoonish from what I saw on the back here. Beyond the Limit, Formula One racing game. Cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone. And a flight simulator, Tomcat Alley. And once again, I got these all for $2 a piece. So, after I picked these up, it was time for me to head out. I decided I would double check the electronic sections. And just when I go back and check the electronic shelf, the employee there just barely puts out this. A Konami Justifier light gun for the Sega Genesis /CD. And it was $1, and it looks in great shape, as well as a Menacer light gun for the Genesis. I couldn't find the sensor, but I got this for $1 as well, so I'll take it without the sensor for $1. And a controller extension cord for the Sega Genesis, as well as a very nice condition 32X. The connectors look really clean on it, so hopefully it works. Of course, it didn't have the cable, so I don't have a cable for this 32X. I paid $3 for the 32X. I paid $1 for the controller extension cord. And I had a feeling that these all came from the same owner, donated from the same owner, so I was thinking, maybe they have a Sega CD that they just haven't put out yet. And so I just sat around, nothing came out. And I asked the manager while he was walking in the back room, I was like, hey man, I got all these games for the system, I collect video game stuff. I was wondering, while you're back there, if you could just glance around and see if you happen to see a Sega CD back there. And he was just kind of gave me some stupid generic answer to get me off of his case and not have to deal with me. He was just like, oh, yeah, we don't really know what's back there until we put it back here. I mean, out in the store. So... yeah, and he just left me alone. So I could have had a Sega CD, possibly, but you never know. These just could have come in like this, but I'm sure there was a Sega CD back there. So moving along, this is all one thrift store haul. I went to another thrift store. I'll move these aside here. Same chain of thrift stores. It's called DI in my area, but it was a different thrift store. And I got one of these, which is cool because I didn't have one. A Sega Genesis control stick, arcade stick, whatever. I paid $2 for that. And what's funny is the next day I went to another thrift store and I got another one for $3. This one's a little different, as you can see. This one looks like the older one because it's only got the 3 buttons, and that one's got 6, so that's pretty cool. Now I got 2 of these, and I hit up. Those are my thrift store finds for the week, so I'll move on to yard sale and pawn shop. I went to some yard sales. At one yard sale, I got a Altered Beast for $1. Didn't have it. I got a green N64 controller with a semi-decent toggle. It's not horrible, but it's not perfect. It's just average. And a gray controller. I paid $1 each on those. And another yard sale. I got Bloodwake, which I wanted to eventually get for the original Xbox. Paid $2 for it. It's complete. And Zelda Ocarina of Time and the remastered version Master's Quest for the GameCube, and Super Smash Bros. For the GameCube. Both in excellent, perfect shape with the manual and everything. I paid $2.50 for each of these, which is a pretty awesome deal. And in another yard sale, I heard from one of the subscribers of mine and one of the people I subscribe to, Ryan, right now, that these Yahtzee games sell. So I tested it out. It works. I'll have to just see. I paid 50 cents for it. It's not in the best shape. As you can see, the label is ripped there. But I'll just have to see if I can get anything for it. I don't even know how to play Yahtzee, so we'll see if I can get some dollars off of this. I paid 50 cents for it, and it appears to work. And at a pawn shop, I saw this sitting behind the shelf. I asked him, why is that behind the shelf? Is that for sale? Because I know this is kind of a harder to get PS2 game, and I have a copy of it already, so this is my second copy. So he's like, oh, the disc probably isn't in it, and that's why it's back here, and we're not selling it. So he opens it up, the disc is inside of it, and so he's like, yeah, it's for sale. He hands it to me, and I look at the disc, and it's got the manual, case in perfect shape, and I look at the disc, and it's pretty scratched up. So let's see if I can angle this right, but yeah, it's got scratches. They're light scratches though. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take this disc, one of these videos, and I'm going to use my resurfacing machine on the disc and give you guys a little demo of this thing working here, so you guys have a better idea how well that thing actually works. But it'll come out really nice when I'm done with it, and it'll be near perfect condition. So I'll probably end up trading that off after I fix it. Well, I will be, because it's my second copy. And that's it for the video game finds. The rest of my stuff I'm going to show you is not video game related, so if you want to tune out, then you can, but I'll show you my other oddities that I got here. And the first one is kind of weird. It's a metal and wooden, not plastic at all, flintlock pistol. And this thing right here, let's see if I can actually, this thing here, pops back and the flint comes down there. But it's a replica, obviously, but it's a pretty nice replica. I paid $5 for it. I'm gonna give it to my dad, so it's pretty heavy, pretty awesome. And the second find I got was kind of interesting. It was a Michael Jordan stand-up cardboard cutout. I paid $2 for that at a yard sale. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It has a couple creases in it, as you can see there in his hand. It's creased. But for $2, I'll take it. And I also got a little basketball hoop that's actually professional, like a professional mini hoop, pro mini hoop. And it's got the plexiglass backboard with the spring rim on the bottom, and it hangs on your door. It's got the foam on the back, so I'll probably hang that on my door. I paid $4 for that. And it's really professional looking grade for how small it is. So that's cool. And I was at my cousin's house. I was looking at his movie stuff. Oh crap. But I found this right here. Look at this, how ridiculous this is. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Coming Out of Their Shells Tour. And so, yeah. And it's featuring Shredder and Splinter. And Splinter there looks like he's got his hand up in the air like he's rapping with the microphone or something. I don't know. But this will be interesting. I don't know. Maybe the turtles are hiding something from us with their coming out of their shells. But I mean, do you blame them? They're cooped up in the sewer. And the only chick that visits them is April. So maybe they got a secret here. I'll watch this and figure out what's up. At another yard sale, I got He-Man's best episodes, 10 best episodes, Master of the Universe. I paid $2 for this. It'll be cool. And I don't really watch The Office, but I've watched 1 or 2 episodes. But I got Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and Season 4. And I paid $2 a piece for these box sets, so I might watch them, I might resell them, I don't know. I know they're popular, so I can probably easily sell them. And at a thrift store, I got one of these bad boys. It's a graphing calculator, TI-83 Plus, and I paid $2 for it. And you can sell these locally. I'm gonna sell it for probably $35 or so. I tested it out and it's working. So yeah, I'll sell this thing, make some money off of that. And I forgot to throw this in, but those are all my oddities from the yard sales, or those. But this last game is something I forgot to add in. I got to. It's called Outlander for the Genesis. Got it at a thrift store for $2. And I don't know how well you can see that there, but it looks kind of like a Mad Max game. And the back has this guy in his car, and you're first person in the car hitting another person. You're running over somebody, and then I don't know. It's kind of cool looking, but $2 for that. But yeah, guys. So those are my finds for the week, and so I got some cool stuff, but I'm gonna keep searching. I need to get a Sega CD though. I have 10 Sega CD games and controllers and stuff, but no Sega CD, so we'll see where that goes. Maybe I can find one or trade somebody, I don't know. Anyways, I'll catch y'all later and keep hunting.